Hi everybody, as promised this is my end of year update video of all my figures in my collection. It's December 2013, just in case you're watching this 2 or 3 years later. It's going to be probably 3 or 4 videos, and we're going to start with the Dark Knight series. As you can see on the left hand side we have Lieutenant Jim Gordon, we have Catwoman in the middle, aka Selina Kyle, and we have the Batman himself, DX12 version. I'll give you a quick sort of head to toe look of them before we move on to the next set of figures. It's quite bright camera work on this one because it's a really shitty day here in Kent. We've had some storms over the last couple of days and it's a bit dark in the room, so the camera light is making things really bright. So I apologise now if there's any dazzle coming from the glass. Okay, moving on to the next figures. These again from the Dark Knight series. Here we have Bane on the left and the Joker on the right. It's the DX11 version. I will hopefully do a diorama with this guy using his the cell that he came with in his table, but because I'm limited for room in my Detolfs at the moment, I'm going to have to stick with him as he is. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the video. When I come back I'll have a new set of figures in this Detolf. Yes, I've got 2 empty shelves here, but rather than bend all the way down, which is a bit difficult, I'm just going to keep pausing the video and showing the figures in the top 2 tiers. Okay, here we are back again with the next set of figures. We have War Machine on the left. This is the older version. I do have the newer version on order, and the black suited Spider-Man. I did used to have the red and blue one, but I sold him. I didn't really want 2 Spider-Men in my collection. I don't like the new version. The black one for me is the best. That's why I've kept him. This one still is a superb figure, even though it's quite old now. Be interesting to see what the new one looks like in hand when that arrives. And moving on down to the next 2 figures. Here we have my newest figure, which is the Midas suit Iron Man and the Secret Project Iron Man figure. Again, I'll pause it here. When we come back there will be some new figures in the cabinet. Okay, here we have the Avengers line. This is obviously Captain America. I did have the original one, but I sold him because I preferred the look of this one. And we have Loki, absolutely awesome figure, tailoring on it is superb. Interesting to see what the new Captain America will look like. In case you're wondering, that in the background is pen knives, one for each day of the month with the birthstone in them, by Boris Vallejo. I might show that on a video one day, if it's requested. And below them we have two more of the Avengers. We have Hawkeye and Black Widow. Again, I used to have the original Black Widow from the Iron Man 2 film, but I sold her because I'm going to do a custom one. If you're new to my channel, and this is the first video you've seen, and you want to see these figures in more detail, please check back on my previous videos and you'll see them all there. This really is a superb figure, definitely one of my favourites in my collection. When we come back, we'll have a couple more Avengers for you. Okay, here we have the next two of the Avengers. This is the Iron Man Mark IV, and in my opinion the best of the Iron Man suits, other than the Midas. But in the red and gold suits, for me it's the best one. I will be getting probably the Mark VII at some point as well, but not just yet. And here we have Nick Fury. So this figure, I've used the Mark VI base. Takes up a little bit more room in the detail, but I like the look of it. And over here, at the moment, I've got him standing up here, is the Hulk. Sorry about the dirty vent in the background. We had a bit of a storm last night and it's blown all the dust through the vent. I don't stand the Hulk up here. I put him back in his box until I can get somewhere I can actually show him. Get rid of that bit of polystyrene. Very nice figure, this Hulk. Surprisingly easy to pose. Back to the Detolf. To finish off this video, on this next deck we have the two Blade figures. We have Abigail Whistler and Blade himself. This is an underrated figure. I'd like to be able to find a head sculpt with real like hair. I have seen a few on the internet, but I've never seen any on eBay at the moment. But as soon as I can get hold of one, I will change the head round. Really great figure. And this one is a sort of a holy grail piece. There's still some available, but they're quite pricey. Surprised Hot Toys didn't go further with this series and produce more figures from the films. There's quite a few custom figures out there that I've seen that look really good. So there you go, there's part one. We come back with part two. There'll be a few more superheroes and some mixture of other figures. So until the next update video, which I will do today, hopefully get them all uploaded at the same time. Thanks for watching.